Hello, everyone, and welcome on a new episode from Learn from the Greeks. And this is our guest today, Niko Bonatsos. Welcome, Niko.
Hello, how are you doing?
Always good. How are you?
Doing terrific. Thank you for having me on your show. Excited to be here.
Thank you for being here. And I would like to start, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Introduce us. I mean, where you were born and raised, where are you right now? I mean, your course of life.
Sure. So I was made in Greece, and then I grew up between Greece and the UK. I did my undergrad in Athens. I studied electrical and computer engineering, and then embarked on a journey where I collected a bunch of degrees and experiences in various countries, including in Boston in the US, in Cambridge in the UK, in Tokyo, in Japan, and ended up in Silicon Valley in 2009 to go to Stanford as a graduate student. Immediately upon graduation, tried to build a social network like everybody else at the time, so no originality there. Failed miserably, but during that time, I met a number of venture capitalists, and I got really intrigued by their intellectual curiosity and their day-to-day job. So I was fortunate to be given the opportunity to join the industry. And in 2010, I joined our firm, General Catalyst. We're a multi-stage VC firm with offices during the good old days in SF, in Boston, in New York. And we have a mission to invest in positive change that endures. So I've been with the firm for 10 years, and I'm a greedy venture capitalist.
You have a very impressive career so far, and wish you all the best for for the future.
Thank you. We're just getting started, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're just getting started. That's true. What is your the value that you think you bring to the society? I mean, for what you do to the General Catalyst and being
sure. So in our firm, the vast majority of our capital comes from nonprofits, comes from university endowments and other nonprofits. And our mission is to invest in positive change that endures. So our goal is to partner with ridiculously ambitious founders of tech startups who are building companies that hopefully will have a very positive influence in the lives of consumers, in the world of business. And some of them will either become household names and or produce sizable financial outcomes, so that the profits that these companies would generate will benefit, of course, our limited partners, the university endowments, and the other nonprofits.
Can you give us some examples of these companies, for example? Because I know that there are big companies right now, some of them.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So the firm has been around for 20 years, and we've been very fortunate to invest over the years in companies like Airbnb, Stripe, Snapchat, Kayak.com, and many others, in the US and Europe as well, Deliveroo, Monjo, Discord. So we've had the privilege to work with some incredible entrepreneurs over the years.
And considering your experience right now, what tip can you give to a Greek entrepreneur that wants to succeed in Silicon Valley? Is there something now that you wish you should have known at the beginning of your career?
Sure. So the tip I would give to anybody who aspires to embark on a journey and conquer Silicon Valley is to seek for high quality mentors who deeply care about him or her and want to invest the time in order to develop them, introduce them to other individuals who can be helpful, and get them going. So when you're somebody who's a newcomer in this wonderful ecosystem, somebody who doesn't know how it works, you can quickly benefit from an experienced mentor's advice and network. So I would encourage anybody who is a startup founder, who by definition has a lot of passion and talent and enthusiasm,
Mm-hmm.
to just try to recruit one high quality mentor. And from there on, a lot of doors will open. And in some instances, she or he would even enjoy a stamp of approval, and life will get easier.
Mm-hmm. I get it. So the mentor is the one that can help you pitch your ideas to investors?
It could be many things, right? So yes, you can get connected to potential prospective investors. That person himself could also become an angel investor in your business. That person could also introduce you to future business partners of yours, or individuals that you can recruit to join you full time. Could even introduce you to the first set of customers. But most importantly, will invest the time to give you advice, open up his network, and
Besides from
really, help you accelerate your own progress, like your own personal, progress, because it's a journey.
Apart from the mentor, how can someone be better prepared to successfully attract an investor? I mean, his idea and a mentor?
It's a little bit more complex than that. So, but what I would say, the best thing you could do is to be in a hot market. Mm-hmm. The second best thing that you could do, if you can't really get the timing right, is to have a company that's really working. So if you have a product that has product market fit and your metrics, like your revenue and other things, are looking good, in that case, you have credibility. In the absence of being in a hot market and having a company that has strong product market fit, you need to be looking for social proof. So this includes signing up high quality advisors, having mentors who are notable, recruiting high quality talent that normally a company like yours wouldn't deserve, signing up notable angel investors, and of course, become a great storyteller. So the latter doesn't cost you anything. It's something that I do believe anybody can learn as a skill. And becoming a good presenter, a solid storyteller, can really impact the fortune of your company.
Do you have any failures or something that you personally consider as a failure for your career? And
of course, yeah, many of them.
Okay. And
many of them.
Something, did your failures teach you something?
Absolutely, yeah. So right when I was at Stanford as a graduate student, tried to build the social network like everybody else. And I think the big mistake we made there was that we did it with individuals who were just resume collectors. So we hired a number of teammates that were not in it because they were passionate about the idea, or even more importantly, excited about working with us, but they just wanted to become members of a startup and to put it on the resume, because at the time it was really cool to be a member of a startup.
Yeah,
so this basically taught me that startups cannot be done successfully part-time, and also it taught me to work with individuals who are truly committed to the cause, see the world eye to eye the same way I see it, and are eager to go the extra mile for that cause. So this is one failure that taught me this couple of valuable lessons, but I've had many more. I think as I age and I have more experiences from the world of business, it goes down to who you work with, like working with individuals that you can trust, you respect, you can learn from, and vice versa, of course, and also don't have any second thoughts about their integrity. So whenever I didn't do any references in the people that our portfolio companies recruited or we ended up investing in, I paid it, bitterly afterwards. It was an expensive mistake.
I understand. Okay. So it's a teamwork, let's say.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's teamwork, and choose individuals who share the same vision with you, have high integrity, you can learn from, you trust them and respect them, and vice versa.
In the past year, we witnessed several successful exits of Greek startup companies. And I have the feeling that the ecosystem is growing and maturing. And I say that you agree with that because my question is, how do you see it from your perspective? I mean, do you feel that Greece is now in a position to attract founders, investors from abroad?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it's been, again, a journey. It got started a couple of decades ago, but it's been accelerating over the last 5 years. Silicon Valley is a mindset today. Entrepreneurship is a global phenomenon. And Greeks who normally are talented engineers, and always we've had strong entrepreneurial roots as a culture, of course, we couldn't be left behind. So I'm very proud as a Greek to see a number of high quality talent embark on the entrepreneurial startup journey and have over time more and more success stories so that the future founders can point to successful individuals who did it before them and benefit from their insight, from their angel investments. That's the only way this ecosystem can grow and become something significant. We need, of course, to see it compound over many decades, but it's the beginning of something very beautiful that will have, over time, quite a few more successes. Like, I do think that the best days for the Greek tech startup ecosystem lie ahead. They are not behind us. And to your point, yes, two things have happened. High quality talent from overseas, most often from Greek origin, get to found these companies today with Greeks in Greece. And also investors from overseas have noticed, and they've started investing angel or even venture capital in Greek tech startups. So we've had high quality firms like Bessemer, like 83 North, like several more that are like incredible VC firms that have invested dollars in Greek companies that got started out of Greece. So I think that's only the beginning.
So we think the same thing. We're on the same page.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, me too. During COVID time, are there any opportunities in this situation, I think?
Oh, tremendous opportunities. Every crisis also presents itself with many opportunities. In the world of technology, several industries have been accelerated for 5 to 10 years. So for example, e-commerce. A lot more people, boomers, have signed up and they're now, for example, relying on Instacart for their groceries, a GC portfolio company. Telehealth. If you can see a doc now over video for something simple and then you can get a prescription, would you really want to go back to wait in line, be stuck in traffic in the future? So that sector also is getting massively accelerated. Many aspects of education technology are seeing fantastic acceleration as well. So I do see a ton of opportunity. At the same time, even in sectors that have been quite impacted and deflated, like SMB software, the travel industry as well, now's the time to be thinking about, hey, how can we do things differently when the new normal emerges? So we're welcoming audacious entrepreneurs to come to us with their ideas.
And how, as a manager, how can you manage your distributed team in time of crisis?
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. So first and foremost, you need to acknowledge it. Secondly, you need to have a lot more empathy because there is a lot going on at people's homes. If you have little ones at home, if you need to take care of your older folks, this adds a lot of pressure, and it's a really tricky time. So having more empathy, be more patient, can definitely make you a stronger manager. On top of that, in a world where you don't see each other, especially newer employees that are joining and they don't know the culture, they don't understand the process of a company. You need to operate your company with a culture of radical transparency. So every meeting that gets to happen on Skype or on Zoom, recorded, take notes at a minimum. If you can't record it, distribute them. So nobody feels like they're left on their own devices and they don't understand why decisions are getting made. So I think it can be done, but it's difficult. We have a number of portfolio companies that have been full distributed for quite some time, like GitLab, where the founders, or remote.com, where the founders have published a lot of relevant literature. So I would encourage any manager to read any of their musings.
Thank you for your tips during these times, difficult times. And my final question is going to be about your Greek heritage, your Greek background, and do you think it has contributed to your success, and in which way?
I mean, I'm proud, obviously, to be Greek. I was made in Greece. Grew up in Greece during the good times, so I don't have any complaints about that. Got free education in my alma mater in Athens. So unlike a lot of my peers in the US, don't have any student loans that I would have to work really hard.
I mean, good quality of education, I
believe. Pay for them. It was pretty good. Got to access to high quality professors and most importantly, a lot of amazing talent. Like some of my classmates from my undergrad, they're now founders, CEOs of tech companies. So that network itself is valuable to me. But I think for anybody who comes from Greece, which is like a small country, we do stand out because everybody knows us, everybody knows about our history. And then most importantly, nowadays, people are dying to go to Greece in the summer. So Instagram and Facebook and Snap have contributed to make Greece and Greek summer like a global phenomenon. So very proud, of the fact that I'm Greek and I can host them here. We can have a great time. So there's a lot to like.
The mentality also.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm very proud to be Greek. Excited to share the beauties and the wonders of our country with foreigners. And Greeks are very warm people. And in my business, which involves meeting a lot of strangers every day, and ideally finding a few of them and partnering with them for the next decade, that's very helpful. Like if you have like a warm personality, you can be likable, as most Greeks are. That's a great asset to have. So I'm glad, that I come from such a culture.
Thank you, Niko. Thank you for being here with us.
You're welcome. Thank you, Christina, for hosting me. And I hope this becomes a great series with a lot of unbelievable guests.
Thank you. I wish so too. And stay safe. Kisses to my hometown, Athens.
Sounds good.
And to all of our viewers, stay tuned for our next episode too. Bye.
Terrific. Bye.